Hello everyone, I am Bhargav from Bhargav Academy. First of all, sorry that I wasn't able to post my new videos over here, but nowadays we would try to fix this issue and post the new videos. So now, not wasting time, directly going towards the today's topic, that is the neonatology. First of all, a neonatology, the word itself means the study of the newborn, that is the neonatology concepts. So we are going to discuss about the maturations, development, all the things about the newborn, and we will divide it into several classifications. So first of all, what are the two main steps for the newborn development? That is the growth and the development. What it means growth? Growth, it means the physical growth. It means the maturation of the body, the mass increase of the body. And when will the mass increase? It is due to the multiplications of the cell. The cells divides and increase in the mass number, and that's what the growth is. And later on is the development. What is development? Development is not just related to the physical development, it's completely related towards the social, physical, emotional, every type of changes and every type of capacities, skills that a newborn develops later on during his childhood or whatever the age he receives. And these two steps, growth and development, are furtherly more precisely dependent on the genetic factors prenatal, that is before birth. The prenatal means before birth and the postnatal means the after birth, these factors. And we are going to divide the period, the prenatal and the postnatal, in which the postnatal is the most frequent for the growth and development. That is after the uterus, the baby is not inside the mother's uterus, so he is able to pursued outside the atmosphere. So postnatal can be divided in the neonatal period. The neonatal period. Neonatal period is the period from the birth day itself, delivery day, to the 28th day, approximately 1 month. The period of 1 month for this, the neonatal period. And from 1 month to the 1 year, it is the infancy period. That is, we call it infant. And after 1 to 3 years, it's the toddler, that is known as the early childhood of the child. That is, toddlers are more active towards getting new things, receiving new ideas, new emotions, everything new, trying to pursue new things. And nextly are the preschoolers, that are the 3 to 6 years, early schoolers, lower grade schoolers, and all the things. And afterwards is the school age, that is the admissions to the school institution, 6 to 12 years, where he get new friends, every new atmosphere. That is the social development of the child, that is known as the middle childhood. And later on comes the teenage and the adolescence, which is the most important part of a child, that is 13 years to the 18 years, also known as late childhood, in which period also till puberty is developed and they are the teenagers, so more chances of getting any social change in their life. And we can develop the prenatal periods into also many babies are born at 37 weeks, 38 weeks. So we would classify these weeks and summarize this thing. It means there is some terms, that is the preterms, full terms, and the post terms. The preterm babies, it means before 37 weeks are the preterm ones, and the full term or the term ones babies are the 37 week 0 days to the 41 week 6 days. It means this 5-week period is known as the full term. The baby is at a proper growth rate. And later on the post-term babies. Post-term babies are after the 42 weeks of the age. And now we should know this basic terms. What is known as the chronological age? The chronological age, it means the current age or the passport age, the age which is written in your ID cards, that is the chronological age. And what is known as the post-menstrual age? Post-menstrual age, it means the gestational age. Gestational age is what? At what time is the time of the pregnancy, that is the gestational age, plus current age, it means the chronological age. If chronological is 10 years and the gestational is 37 weeks, we should add this, and the post-menstrual age you will get whatever it is. It means after the menstruation cycle, post-menstruate, after the last menstrual cycle, first day of last menstrual cycle. And what is the corrected age? Corrected age, it means if a baby is a preterm baby, then we can know how much weeks preterm or what is the correct age of this baby after minusing from the current age. And for this we have some periods, that is the intrauterine periods, that is inside the uterus. The periods divided into embryological period and the placental period, that is the placental development. Embryological period is from the zygote formation and whatever the result, implantation and all the processes that are in the uterus, the endometrium of the uterus, which occurs till the 8 weeks. We know that all systems are little developed during this time, embryologic. The most important period is the embryological period, as we know that there are chances for developing any type of chromosomal disorders or many type of other disorders that may include into the syndromes, that Down syndromes, Klinefelter, or many Silver Russell, or many type of such syndromes. So embryological is the most important period, and later on is the placental period, that is after the 8 weeks to the end of the pregnancy. It means placenta gives the nutrients, the metafaternal organ. The placenta is also known as, because it's connection between a mother and the fetus. And now what about the perinatal period? Perinatal period is the most precocious time. It means that this the more higher chance of mortality is seen during this. It means more chances of fetal death occurs during this period, as we know that nowadays the science has advanced so much. So the from 28 weeks, which was earlier was 28 weeks baby can survive, though with the intrauterine cares and all the things, ICR and all the things, but nowadays it has reduced to 22 to 24 weeks. Approximately 23 weeks is baby can survive nowadays, but that's also due to some registrations and all the processes should be done, and it needs several attentions on the baby. And that's period from the 22 weeks, that is 158 days, to the early neonatal. What is now neonatal period can also be divided into two parts, that is the early neonatal period and the late neonatal period. The early neonatal period, that is from the birth to the first week, that is the 7 days, that is known as the early neonatal period. And during these days, these are critical days, as the baby is just coming out from the mother's uterus. And the late neonatal period, which is from the 7th day to the 28th day of the first month. It means from first month, 7th day to the first month. And gestational age, that is the post-menstrual age, we are dividing in the preterm, term and postterm, as we discussed earlier. So this is the term period, the fully matured babies, the exact babies, which everyone would like to have these babies. Like the term period can divide it in the early terms, full terms and the late term. The early term is the first 2 weeks from the 37 to approx 39 weeks, and the full term, that is the exact baby, full 9 months baby, the 39 weeks and 39 to 41 weeks. And the late term are from the 41 week to the 42 week and 43 week, like approx like this, 42 weeks, 41 week 0 days to 41 week 6 days, that is 42 weeks. So these two are the late term. Actually, preterm babies birth at the age of 36 weeks are more or less similar to the term babies, but they lack several weight, length and height. They are the characteristics, means there are also divisions like SGA, LGA, AGA. That is, SGA is the small for gestational age, AGA is the appropriate for gestational age, and LGA is the large for gestational age. Now we have given some type of percentiles, some deviations in which appropriate gestational age, it means it's ranging between the 10 to 90 percentile. Between 10 to 90 percentile is the appropriate gestational age, and the smaller for gestational age are below 90th and the larger are greater than 90th percentile. Now we would suggest that what's percentile here. It's like a graph. We are having some exact measures of weight the baby should have at this week, or like that things you would discuss about it. And also intrauterine growth restrictions, it's normative data. That's last semesters are more precautive to the intrauterine growth, but it's not necessary that IUGR may be a SGA also, but SGAs are always IUGR, because there are more chances in preterm babies that there is problem during the genetic factors may also reduce, and some malnutritions and many factors include over here. Now what should be the exact weights and description about these things? How much weight, how much length increases before birth and the after birth. The before birth is always higher than the after birth, as we know that the first year during the infancy the length is more in increase in number, and later on lesser up to 18 years. You can check over here the statistical data. And also the SGA, the small for gestational age, has some group IUGR and the constitutionally small. Constitutionally small are apart from the IUGR ones, And IUGRs have also two groups, symmetrical ones and the asymmetrical ones, which you can find over here. They have the same weight, length and head circumference below the 10th percentile. It means they have the symmetry. All the factors are less. Whereas in asymmetrical ones, maybe any of one factor is below 10th percentile, but two of the factors are exactly the same as the appropriate gestational ones. So it's the difference between these two things. And there are also two types of charts for the studies of the preterm babies. As we know that premature babies are hard to study because they have not proper growth, and for the full term babies it's easily to study because we can just compare with the chronological charts, and many types of graphs are available, atlases, which we can directly compare with the real ones and can check the results. But for premature infants there are mainly two charts, Ahrens charts and the second is the phantom charts. These two charts are used for the studies of the premature infant ones. And you can check here the WHO, everyone knows about the World Health Organization. It has got some reference charts which we can compare for all type of babies, for premature, full terms and also the post-term babies. And now the last one is, what is the viability? Viability, it means when a baby is inside the uterus, it doesn't need to survive the outside atmosphere. The mother is helping the fetus, but after the delivery, after birth, the fetus has to pop up with the outside environment itself. So it needs to have proper amount of brown fats, all the things for the thermoregulation and all the things from heat, sweat, cold, everything. The proper regulation of the body temperature, all nutrition has to be made by us. At mother's nutrition would be stopped after the delivery. So this was all about the infants, neonatology, the preterm, postterm and all the things. So if you have any doubt, please comment in the section below, and please let me know the more topics you would like to understand, so I would prepare videos on that and let post over there. Thank you so much for your attention. Have a good day. Bye bye.